Hello and thanks for joining me. Well, this will probably be the last video on my car. We're going to try to put some tail lights on it, brake lights, put a cover over this horn, and put an emergency brake on it. May not get it all done, but we're going to attempt to. Anyway, let's get started. Well, the simplest means are usually the best. I found a PVC 2-inch pipe fitting fits perfect over that. So I went out and bought a 2-inch conduit PVC. Fits right over that. I'm going to cut a notch in the bottom of that and maybe put some set screws in there. That'll hold it right on there. Paint it black. Okay, well, I'm waiting for that paint to dry. Let's move on to these tail lights. Put a couple of tail lights right here. I'm going to utilize these fender bolts. And they may be a little tricky to make. About 1 5/8. Okay, this right here is what I made the fender brackets out of on the top. So I'm going to use them as a form to bend these, I hope. Well, I like the looks of that. I'm going to have to get some black wire ties. And I got some cable sheathing that'll go down here and it'll go through this pipe. And I got to weld this pipe right here to contain the cables. Okay, this seems extreme and I'm a little apprehensive about it. I got to transfer this angle right here on this bracket to this. Grind the end of it. I was going to cut it, but I think grinding it might be better. And weld that right there. Weld it to that bracket. If you don't have one of these things, they're really handy. It's called a sliding T-bevel. Anyway, I think grinding that'll be the best way to make it match. Wow, blew a hole in it. Well, that's a terrible looking weld, but I think it'll be okay. A little bit of grinding and paint and it'll fix it right up. I'll have to get some black wire ties. I haven't got any right now. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm not really an electrician here, but I tried to simplify this and I put a negative and a positive bus bar right there. The first thing I need to do is connect the negative from both tail lights to the negative. One. Yeah, I like it. I didn't have the parts to hook up the brake lights yet. There'll be a brighter function than that when I hit the brakes. Well, that about wraps it up for this week. I really didn't get as much accomplished as I wanted to. I wanted to get the emergency brake done and the brake lights hooked up. I got the tail lights hooked up, but no brake lights yet. But that's probably the last video on the car. We'll move on to something else. I'm getting a shed in the backyard, and that'll be the new home for my Buckboard flyer during the winter. So it'd be nice to get it out of the way in my shop. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell.